Star Wars Episode VII, Shadows of the Past. Chapter 5, Revelations of Blood. In the forgotten depths of Coruscant's lower levels, a derelict foundry squats amid rusted columns and steam colored by distant neon lights. Its exterior, cracked durasteel, flickering lights, suggests abandonment. The group approaches it, covered by the thick smog of the Undercity.
Remember, this isn't their main nest, just an outpost. We get in, reach the command center, Jaren slices whatever files he can pull. We find who's pulling their strings, and we cut the head of the snake.
No pressure, right? Just crack the secrets of a sect hidden deep within the government that has enough funding to stage a citywide manhunt. What could go wrong?
You talk too much when you're nervous.
I'm always nervous around you crazy people. It's what keeps us alive.
Jaren uses a scanner to find a hidden panel in the wall tucked away in the foundry's ruins. After a few sluggish motions, Jaren steps back and the outer walls give way to blinding white. Inside, polished durasteel corridors, gleaming tiles, humming lights, a sterile order that feels almost imperial.
How can a single sect fund and build all of this without the New Republic knowing?
Who says they aren't aware of it? Look around you. This is infrastructure.
They move in formation, Rey leading point, Ben close behind, Finn covering the rear. Amana advances with her blasters set to stun, each motion crisp and quiet. Jaren lags slightly, hand pressed against his shoulder, a datapad cable running from his gauntlet into a wall panel. The following door yields to his skill, sliding open with a whisper. The team slips deeper into the belly of the beast. A warren of corridors, too clean, too new.
2 ahead, take them.
Amana lowers her weapon, expression flat, efficient. They drag the bodies behind a corner. The silence returns, thick, uneasy. They press on until a final blast door blocks their path. Broad, reinforced, humming with shield power, Jaren drops to one knee, tools sparking as he works the panel. His breathing is shallow, every movement careful, but slower than it should be.
We're exposed here, Jaren. Can you open it or not?
Jaren doesn't answer right away. Sweat beads at his temple. His breathing grows shallow. The pain in his shoulder flares, nerves screaming under the bandages. For a heartbeat, the weight of exhaustion, blood loss, and pressure catch up to him. His hand slips, just a fraction, crossing 2 wrong wires.
So much for subtlety. Positions.
They wheel around, the door ahead locked solid, the corridor behind filling with descending turrets and armed guards. They're boxed in. Ben steps forward, saber raised, intercepting the first barrage. Bolts ricochet blue and gold across the walls as he deflects shot after shot, every movement deliberate and disciplined.
Finn, with me. Push their line. Amana, take the turrets.
Rey and Finn advance as one, a seamless rhythm of blade and strike. Amana drops to a knee, picking off ceiling turrets with surgical precision. Ben stands in their center, defending all of them, absorbing the storm. Behind them, panicked by his misstep, Jaren grabs his side pistol and twists around to add his fire to the fight, but the motion rips further through his injured shoulder like lightning. He gasps, the color draining from his face, and collapses sideways against the wall. The others blur in his vision as he looks up toward them, flashes of red light, blue saber arcs, the echo of shouted commands. The noise folds inward, distant and hollow. A high-pitched hum replaces the chaos, and the world narrows to the flicker of alarms reflected in his eyes. High above the endless sprawl of Coruscant, the city never sleeps. In a private office overlooking the Senate district, two men stand before the glow of a holo display. General Han Solo and Jedi Grandmaster Luke Skywalker. Between them, rows of field reports flicker in shifting hues of blue.
That's the 5th shootout in 12 hours. And this one happened in a hangar bay near the industrial levels. Reports say someone was swinging a blue lightsaber.
Ben, that's the first solid lead we've had.
You were right. He's alive.
Now that we know he's still alive, we just have to reach him. We should...
Luke is interrupted as a second hologram brightens. A transmission from Yavin 4. Mara Jade and Ahsoka Tano stand in pale blue light, their faces tense.
Luke, we need to talk. Master Solar's left the temple, again. Said he was heading to Ahch-To to oversee the student transfer.
He didn't even wait for authorization. Just took a transport and vanished before sunrise.
Of course he did.
You shouldn't have trusted him with that responsibility. He always oversteps.
I don't have much choice. Naro Solar was a master before the Clone Wars. One of the few who survived Order 66. Having him in a position of leadership helps ease the concerns of the older generation and gives us legitimacy. I can't raise an entire generation of new Jedi by myself.
Anakin taught me that a leader teaches by example. What kind of example is he setting by undermining your authority as Grand Master?
Exactly. The credibility he brings is far outweighed by his detriment to your standing in the Order.
You may be right, but until we rebuild, we need every ally we can get, even an incredibly arrogant and stubborn one. At least we know we can count on his dedication to keeping the Order alive.
Just be careful, Luke. He's unpredictable.
We'll keep things steady here.
Thank you both. Skywalker out.
And I thought politics in the Senate were a headache. You trying to convince them or yourself?
Both. I'm trying to make the best of a complicated situation, Han.
What I'll never understand is how you could have supported Leia's peace treaty. Isn't the rebuilding supposed to start after the threat is gone?
You weren't against it either, until she was killed. Han, you can't condemn an entire people for the acts of a few. You're letting your grief blind you to what's best for the galaxy. Unconstrained revenge does not equate to justice. Too many people were dying on both sides. The conflict had to end, and she saw that before any of us.
If we'd have stomped out the Empire then and there, none of this would be happening, and my son...
A discreet alert lights Han's console, breaking his concentration from the argument. He glances down, shielding the screen. His expression changes, tightening, eyes narrowing with sudden urgency.
Is something wrong?
Just Republic business. An urgent matter I need to handle.
Han, wait.
You've got your lead, the hangar bay and the Saber sighting. Go check it out. I'll have my people feed you any new reports from here.
If anything is wrong, you know you can trust me.
I'm trusting you with my son, aren't I?
Luke watches him go, the lingering trace of fear and conflict whispering in the Force. Something inside Han Solo has shifted, and someone else is pulling the strings. He turns back to the window, Below, the great city blazes in endless motion, and somewhere in that ocean of light, a sun fights for survival. The haze clears, Jaren's vision steadies, the world sliding back into focus. Blaster bolts flash through the corridor, shadows moving fast. He tries to rise, half propped up against the wall, dizzy, pain burning down his wounded shoulder.
We're pinned. They've sealed the door behind us.
Cover me.
His saber, already blazing, sweeps up. Ben turns toward the blast shield ahead, molten sparks spitting as the blade cuts through durasteel. Finn drops to one knee beside him, slicing through shots with his vibroblade. Ray meets each bolt that slips through. Amana drags Jaren forward. He's conscious now, stumbling but moving. The final seam melts open. Smoke rushes through the gap. They spill into the command chamber, a wide, sterile space lined with terminals and humming conduits.
Damn! Get to that console.
Amana takes position above Jaren, heavy blaster thundering. Ben deflects incoming fire. Ray and Finn push forward together, fluid and deadly. One guard falls, another crashes into a console, sparks flying. Moments later, silence. Only the hum of strained machinery remains. Jaren slides into the terminal seat, fingers flying across cracked screens, data streams cascade in alien glyphs.
Wow. There's so much here. There are hundreds of nodes. Crosslinks across Republic channels. This isn't a splintered group. It's a third of the damn government.
Keep digging. Find out who's on top.
He works through layers of encryption, scavenger instincts guiding him past traps and firewalls. Then he spots one directory, locked beneath a dozen seals. In a moment, he cracks it open.
Intercepted communiques, even orders for assassination. Oh, by the Force. They staged the killing of Senator Organa? Framed the Remnant to try to stop the treaty. They used her death in a failed attempt to keep the war going.
Ray freezes, her eyes going wide, realization flooding her face.
Oh, Ben. Your mother.
Oh, I'm so sorry, friend.
Ben stares at the projection. His mother's name, the coded signature of her killers. The air thickens. His breath shudders. He sways as if the floor itself turns against him.
My mom was killed by her own people?
Metal begins buckling around them as Ben clenches his mechanical arm, crates lifting, twisting under unseen force. Ray takes a step toward him, but before she can speak...
Wait! There's another signal, same encryption, and it's live.
He opens it, mutes their end. Static clears. Two voices spill into the room. One cold and measured, the other rough, all too familiar.
The Jedi at my command are ready. We move tonight. Erase the girl. End this imbalance.
You can't just flood the Undercity. My son's already down there. You'll get him killed.
Bringing balance to the Force means eliminating the heir of Palpatine. That is more important than one boy. I shall deal with this matter personally. Skywalker lacks the conviction to do what must be done.
That voice. Salar. He's the one who's been hunting me. I should have known.
And who's this guy? And what's this about his son?
That's my dad.
Silence. Even Amana's composure cracks, jaw slack, eyes wide. The glow from the consoles washes across their faces as the truth sinks in. Ben's breath quickens. The weight of it all bears down. His mother, murdered by her own government, his father and his master tangled in the same conspiracy. The very people who are supposed to protect him are leading the enemy. Debris trembles around his boots, echoing the storm inside him. No one speaks, no one dares. The only sound is the lingering voice of the conspirators fading into static, and the ragged rhythm of Ben Solo's breath.